Hi class, welcome to week 6, our last week. In this video I'm going to go over the objectives and also the assigned tasks that you need to complete. Let's take a look at Canvas. Here's our Canvas homepage. If we go to modules and then down to week 6, we'll see the week 6 objectives here at the top. If we click on them, we can see that by the end of week 6, you should be able to use a dependent samples t-test to determine the statistical significance of the mean difference between pre-test and post-test scores, create a line graph, and calculate the percent change. In order to accomplish these objectives here, please study and review PowerPoint 9, which is listed right here. Below PowerPoint 9 is our how-to video 6. Please watch and study this video carefully. How-to video 6 will help you answer questions for assignment 6, which is listed down below right here. In order to complete assignment 6, simply click on the assignment 6 icon here, and then click on the student Word document right here. Here's the assignment 6 Word document. Before you start, please type in your name at the top left corner of the page, and then you can proceed to answer the questions. Again, these questions will require you to use Excel. After you complete all the questions for assignment 6, then please save your assignment 6 with your answers to each question to your computer. Once you save your assignment 6 with all of your answers, then you go back to Canvas and submit assignment 6. To do so, if we go back to Canvas and we go to assignment 6 and then scroll down below, if we click on upload files, browse local files, find your assignment 6 with all of your answers that you saved to your computer, click on it and then hit open. Once you do so, you should see it right here on the screen. In order to submit it for grading, simply click Submit Assignment right here. The next assigned task for week 6 is quiz 8. It's important to note that the questions for quiz 8 come from material covered in PowerPoint 9, so pay particular attention to the content covered in this PowerPoint because you'll be quizzed on it in quiz 8. To complete quiz 8, simply click on the link right here. And then if we take a look at the instructions, once started, you'll have 15 minutes to complete this quiz. The deadline for completing quiz 8 is listed right here. For this quiz, you'll have 5 multiple choice and true-false questions to answer. In order to start quiz 8, hit begin. And then you can proceed to answer the questions. After you answer one question, if you click on the next icon right here, then you can go to the next question and answer that one, and so forth and so forth. After you answer all 5 questions for quiz 8, then click submit, and that should submit your quiz for grading. The last assigned task for this week is your final exam. Down below is the final exam. I also have a final exam review. This review can help you study for the exam. Let's take a look at the review first. To open up the review, simply click on the final exam review icon here, and then click on the link right here. Here's the final exam review. Let's take a look at the top. It says the questions in the final exam will come from the material covered in weeks 4, 5, and 6. The final exam will consist of 20 multiple choice and true-false questions. Use this review along with the PowerPoints and the how-to videos to help study for the final exam. As you can see in this review, I've broken it down into weeks and what you need to know from each week. If you have a good understanding of all these things that I have here for each week, then you should do well in the final exam. This final exam review, it's not for a grade, but my advice is take advantage of this review and use it to help study before you take the actual final exam. To take the final exam, if we go back to Canvas and then click on the final exam link right here, we'll see the instructions. Once you start the final exam, you'll have 60 minutes to complete it. The deadline for completing the final exam is listed here. Remember, the exam will consist of 20 multiple choice and true-false questions. In order to start the final exam, click begin. And then you can proceed to answer the questions. After you've answered one question, you can go to the next question by simply clicking the next icon right here. After you completed all 20 questions on the final exam, then please hit submit, and that should submit your final exam for grading. Okay, I think that's it for week 6. Again, remember this is our last week. So after you finish assignment 6, quiz 8, and the final exam, those are the last assigned tasks for this course. I hope you enjoyed this course. It was a pleasure having you in class. I hope some of the material that you learned and that we covered in this class you can take with you and use in your future career after you graduate from Texas Tech. Best of luck to everyone. This is Dr. Palmer signing off. Bye-bye.